What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringle here, and today on the channel, we are going to be reacting to Season 5 of Drive to Survive's 6 most dramatic moments of the Season 5. So we're going to get into reacting to this video. I'm interested to see what they consider their most dramatic moments. I can already see on the screen what one of those moments is going to be, which I think we all kind of could agree that this is one of the most dramatic moments. So let's get on into the reaction of this video in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, this is, I'm telling you, this was just such a scary moment. Like, I just remember watching this live when it happened, and I can just remember my heart sinking. Just like it just, you get this horrible pit in your stomach, and like the fact that you see somebody's car upside down like this and you just don't know whether they're okay or not. Like, it was such a scary moment, and I can't believe this is not the very last one they show. And the fact he flips up over the tire barrier up against the fence, that's what's, I think, scarier than anything else, is the fact that, you know, he flipped up and over the, you know, the barrier. Like, and George Russell, you know, props to that man. Props to George. Sorry, I was trying to pause that. Props to George Russell for, you know, hustling over there to try to see what he could do to help get Zhou Guanyu out of the car. Like, that, I will, to the, like, that is a brotherhood, and that's what brotherhood should do. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely are. Yeah, because he's out of the race, obviously, at this point. Like, to see him, one, survive that crash, and two, to be able to walk in and just, you know, be able to talk about it, like, was just such a great moment in this season. And all smiles. Like, that's what's even funnier, is the fact that he's all smiles right now.
I can tell you that all of you are playing a dangerous game.
I'm sorry, now I totally forgot about this moment. Like, yeah, this is probably got to be, like, those two are pretty interchangeable, so this is a really interesting meeting. If you guys haven't seen it already, like, it was really, really good.
If a car ends in the wall because it's too stiff or it's bottoming out, you're in the shit, and I'm gonna come after you. Because we are removing the stiff. Wait a second, I'm talking.
Hang on, are we playing to the cameras here? Or I think this is probably better off camera than...
If you guys watched a prior video, I did say this. I felt like Toto may have been playing it up for the cameras for a little bit, but I also kind of like, I can kind of see his point about, like, safety and, like, potentially putting other drivers' safety at risk, but, like, I think he played it up a little bit too much for the cameras here. But I love the fact that Christian is the guy to say it. Like, I would have much rather had Gene be the, or not Gene, Gunther be the one to say it.
Very, very wrong. Safety is a matter of team responsibility. Braking system, steering system, each of you has done something to limit the problem. Congratulations.
Well, change your car. You've got a problem. Change your fucking car.
Change your freaking car. And I'll tell you that, and this is one of the things I didn't bring up in a video that I did prior about talking about the the good things and the bad things about season 5. They did a really good job of making a villain out of Christian Horner and basically making every other team that's on the F1 grid a freaking hero. Now everybody wants to see any other team other than Red Bull win. And it was the same thing with Mercedes. They've moved it right along. They moved it from Toto, and now it's on to Christian Horner, which is amazing. They've done a great job here.
You change your car because Checo has been saying the car is fucked and your driver has been going out.
Speak to my drivers.
I love the fact that Toto thinks that was the case.
I have it printed out.
Very good. Guys, sorry. We will make sure that we have...
I love I love the Aston Martin principal just sitting there writing notes down on a piece of... He's just sitting there writing notes on a piece of paper. He's probably just writing notes like Toto's being a drama queen and Christian Horner said the F word, and because I think this was his first season, so he's just taking notes and he's probably in the back of his head thinking, God, what the hell did I get myself into? God. All right, Carlos's first victory causes tension. I don't understand. Here's the thing is I don't understand what Ferrari wanted Carlos Sainz to do here. You put him on new tires. You kept Charles out on old ones. What did you want Carlos to do? He was right. They were trying to invent something there. I get it. Charles is your number one driver. I get it. But, the fact that you sat there and tried to get him to drop 10 car lengths behind Charles before the restart was just absolutely silly. And we all knew that Carlos was the faster car. The fact that they didn't pit Charles, that's again, goes back to Mattia's screw-ups. Yeah, Charles had to go out wide, but that's nothing. Yeah, that move, to me, that move is really good, but with Sergio hitting the curbs like he did, that kind of pushed Charles a little bit wider, but it's racing incident. There's nothing there to it, but it just sucks for Charles because I know he was fighting for that position so hard. Carlos deserved that. Carlos really did. This picture right here is Charles being a poor sport. The fact that he looks so upset at the fact that Carlos won. Let's put it out of our minds for a minute that Ferrari's, strategy was totally asinine. The fact that you're sitting here pouting like a little child while your teammate is celebrating his first F1 victory. It makes you look so childish. I don't get it. You've got to be happy for your teammate. Even Max goes over and says something to him. Max is on another team entirely, and he goes over and says, hey, great job today.
So che finendo la gara il Charles era molto frustrato, molto scontento perché sentiva di aver fatto una bellissima gara che finalmente portava a casa il risultato e ancora una volta non era la prima, ancora una volta una delusione.
Yeah, it was a disappointment. That's the thing, and I agree with Charles that it was a total disappointment. The fact that he basically got screwed out of that race victory. But that's on Ferrari. That's not on Carlos. Go celebrate with your teammate. Go be happy for him. And I just didn't feel that way. And Carlos, I think, kind of saw it too when, I remember watching that race and the fact that there was barely anybody from Ferrari on the wall when Carlos Sainz passed the finish line. Like, this team is so disjointed. I hope Fred Vasseur is going to be able to fix this. Oscar Piastri. This whole situation, I think, this was obviously a very good dramatic moment here.
And putting the tools in place that are required to win. Now I'm excited to have Oscar for 2023.
This is I have to feel for Otmauer a little bit, in this whole situation. Like, you've put all this money into, probably could be a potential once-in-a-lifetime type talent in Oscar Piastri, and you put all this money into him, and then all of a sudden he shows no loyalty and immediately leaves the team as soon as he can. Like, I get the fact that he's mad about the loyalty because of how much money they've put into Oscar. Now, from Oscar's side, I can see why you would leave the team and go, someplace that you think may perform better. I think this was the most unprofessional move by Oscar. The fact that he put this out there for the world to see. I would have done this, immediately called the team and said, hey, you haven't signed me to a contract for 2023. I'm not driving with you guys. Like, go behind, because this makes you look like that in the future, when you have issues, you're not going to go to the team. You're going to go to Twitter and you're going to, write out one of these scathing, tweets. And I don't understand why teams would want to bring that in if you're going to bring in have scathing tweets like this if you don't agree with certain things that the team does or says. Like,
Nobody saw it coming. I mean, it's just.
Oscar drops an absolute bombshell.
yeah, this was,
Kicking off.
This is real drama.
this was really the start of, the silly season with all of this happening. Like, I'm surprised he was even allowed in the facility after that happened. Like, can we get, because obviously he's not going to work with the team anymore. So, like, I would have figured they would have,
We've got problems.
I'm back, and I'm a McLaren racing driver now.
that face bothers me too. Smug look. Very, very smug look from a kid who's done nothing in Formula One yet, but thinks he's going to because he was able to breeze past F3 and F2. Smug, smug look. This was like... I do like the rule that some other people have brought up about if you bring out a red flag, your lap time shouldn't count. But, like, please stop. The Max Verstappen fans need to stop saying that this was on purpose. How did he not know that it happened? That's so silly from Carlos. Like, how did he not know that there were yellow flags there? The team would have been on, on the radio with him, telling him there are yellow flags there. Because let's see if they play the audio message he gives. Oh, they didn't. They sent a radio message to him saying, or he sent a radio message to the team saying that he didn't see the yellow flags till late, which was a little odd. But I didn't think. Your team would have been telling you at this point. And obviously, yeah, cost cap drama, yeah.
It's the cost cap controversy surrounding Red Bull that continues to dominate the headlines.
So Zach Brown at McLaren has written a public letter.
His letter was scathing.
They should have the worst punishment possible.
Zach knows that they weren't going to give the worst punishment possible, but like if you're a negotiator, you start at the, the highest end and kind of work your way back down. Like I'm sure Zach Brown knew that it wasn't going to be the worst punishment you could hand out, which is comical if he thought that was going to happen.
My letter. I wanted to just lay out and share what were the ramifications. Say, no, we've got a cap. Those are the rules. You don't break the cap.
Yeah, I get the letter. It was warranted at that point. The fact that Red Bull broke, the cost cap, no matter what for, like they needed to be punished, and I've kind of leaned against the fact that I don't know if the punishment was severe enough. I don't agree.
Whatever that is outside the cap on something else. To just kind of
Yeah.
is extra pickles on a sandwich. That has a performance benefit.
And I would agree, and I think I would agree with that to a certain extent from Zach. But I think too, to a certain extent, that may have gotten played up a little bit when you're thinking about, would it have been, I think the letter would have still been written, but like statements like that, I don't think would have necessarily come up just as much in Drive if there wasn't a Drive to Survive. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of the 6 most dramatic moments in Formula One Drive to Survive Season 5. Guys, let me know that in the comment section down below. Guys, as always, slap a like on these videos so this pushes this video out to more and more Formula One fans and more Drive to Survive fans. Guys, Season 5 was amazing. I'm really looking forward to Season 6. But guys, as always, subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I'm on that road to 1,000 subscribers this year, so please help me out. Hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And guys, for the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringle, signing off.